I am absolutely delighted to be talking to Marina and the Diamonds. It's so good to have you on and have a chat to you today.
Thank you very much for having me.
First off, I'd say you had a brilliant week. The Brit Awards, you looked absolutely amazing. How was it?
Oh, thank you. It was really fun. Very, I think all of the Warner artists were a complete mess, to say.
You know what? I think one night of the year where everybody gets to let their hair down, it's definitely well deserved.
I know.
Was there any highlight for you, or was it just kind of getting all dressed up and heading out on the night?
It's an exciting affair, and it's always nice to see other artists and talk to them. Highlight wise, I mean, I loved Royal Blood's performance. I loved Kanye's. Madonna was very exciting for me because I'm a huge Madonna fan. But yeah, generally it was just a really nice positive event.
What was it like being in the audience when that thing happened with Madonna? I'm sure everybody just went, oh my gosh.
Okay, so for everyone who was watching on TV, they knew what happened, whereas if you were in the audience, you didn't quite know that she had fallen. Mm-hmm. It wasn't obvious, so I thought it was a dance move, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of looked at it and I went, oh my gosh, she is really definitely the top of her game because she recovered so well.
Yeah, seriously, she's incredible.
She is so good. And you know what? I think any press that has anything bad to say about her, they definitely deserve to just not be around anymore because she recovered so well.
Exactly.
So you've got a brand new album coming out and we are really excited to hear it. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it? Because you've written the whole thing yourself, which is absolutely amazing.
I have. It's called Froot, spelled with a double O. I co-produced it with one guy. I wrote it in London. The sound is very different to Electra Heart in that it's kind of, my aim was I wanted to sound like a band and be produced as a band. So I've got some incredible musicians on it. I've got Jason Cooper from The Cure. He's on all of the drums. And the guitarist from Everything did all the guitars, so it's a very different feel to what I've done before. But I'm incredibly pleased with it and getting very good response. So
yeah, definitely. You must be so proud as well. I'd imagine, it's so nice to hold your record in your hand and go, this is my blood, sweat and tears gone in for the last couple of months, years in fact, or however long it takes, and just to go, yes, I've done it and I'm finally ready to show the world what I've done in the last little bit.
Totally. And, to a certain extent, you feel like that with every record. But I think with this one, because of, the way that I decided to create it, I think it feels a bit more significant to me.
Yeah. We've asked some of our listeners to get in contact and let us know what they would like to ask you. So Jamie from Monaghan, he wants to know, whenever you take to the stage to perform Froot, what could we expect? Is it a little bit different from if we've seen you maybe perform stuff from Electra Heart?
Do you mean musically or
Yeah, musically, and I suppose kind of stage production and all that kind of thing. I know you were on tour with Katy Perry before. Do you ever kind of see her stuff and go take tips from different artists that you've been on tour with and go, oh, I'd love to do that myself?
Yeah, I think it's always good seeing big pop shows because they're such a spectacle, but I can't apply it to what I do because different type of artists and also different kind of character, and even, with venues, it's like you've got to, I think one of the skills of designing a set or a stage or a show is being able to have it be flexible. So whether you're playing it to 1,000 people or 5,000, it can still fit and look good. But I think the biggest difference is probably more raw musically, a little bit more focused on guitars than electronic elements and synths. And then stage design-wise, Froot, the whole concept is creating a cyber garden, so an electric garden on stage.
Oh wow!
You have all of these wild flowers and fruits popping out of the ground, so it's quite surreal. So that's a little bit about what it's going to be like.
That's going to be amazing. Yeah, I can imagine. I remember seeing you at Pucklepop, about...
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, and it was such an amazing gig. It was the first time I'd seen you, and I was so excited to go in because it's such a great festival to be at.
It's so cool. I love it.
And it's really, really cool. And I remember seeing you, and the stage was massive, and you just owned it. It was amazing. But I can imagine, if you're touring around to different festivals, you're going to have a stage kind of setup that just works with everything, which must be, a little bit difficult in itself.
Absolutely, yeah. But, that's part of
But when you are at festivals and stuff, I'm wondering, we do a new music show, and because you've got some new music coming out, that's why we're speaking to you now. And I was just wondering if you're at festivals, or maybe you've teamed up or been in studio with some brand new artists that you're thinking, you know what, these guys definitely need to be heard and we need somebody to play their music. Is there anybody off the top of your head that you can think, you know what, these guys need to be played?
That's a very good question.
It's probably a really difficult one.
Let me have a quick look on my Spotify playlist. Hang on. Well, there's one duo who I absolutely love, but they're probably like playing festivals already. They're called Broods.
Oh yes, I met those guys.
I love them so much.
Last summer, and they're so nice.
They're so nice. Actually, there is one person. He's called Shamir, Shamir, and he's from New York. I think he's super, super cool. I think there's a girl actually that I really like she's called Emily Nicholas, and it's Emily spelled with an IE. But that's all I have to give.
Awesome. Well, that is good. That is good. Definitely Broods. I have been on those guys since meeting them about 2 years ago, and they are so nice. They're nicest two people.
Yeah, they're so sweet.
They're so nice. But I don't want to keep you too much longer. I wish you all the best with everything that you're coming up to, and hopefully after the Brit Awards and everything, you get to take a little bit of a break. And if you'd like to choose a track, any track at all, maybe it's something you're listening to at the moment, or it can be one of your own tracks, and introduce it for us on Vodafone's First Play here on iRadio.
Okay, I'm definitely choosing my own track. This is I'm a Ruin by Marina and the Diamonds.
Absolutely fantastic. Marina, it was such a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much.
All right, I'll speak to you soon. Have a lovely one. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.